not have to study every single night. It's like the Olympics. You get extremely patriotic for some reason, you know, okay? Don't be lazy. Make friends. You can figure out what you like, what you dislike. Just don't fall behind, as you can get your little grubby hands on, okay? You have an E or F, I don't know. So you're a freshman now. Congratulations. And also sorry, because these next 4 years are going to be hell. But it's okay, because I'm here to help you. And it's still going to be hell, but I'm going to help you go through it. No, in all seriousness, congratulations. You are a freshman. It's an amazing experience. If you can do it right, if you can crack the code without falling behind, and I'm going to give you some tips. And what I think, I'm going to give you some tips and what I kind of regret, and also what I think steps you should follow. So stay tuned. And the last one is the best and like the most greatness. Yeah, I'm off of a cold, so excuse me if I'm a little sick.
Boo, you whore.
But yeah, I'm coming off a code, so code. I'm coming off of an illness, so excuse me if I'm a little nasally or not, okay? Okay, let's get into it. This video is technically for the year 2027 and 2028, because, wow, oh my gosh, did I just get a dystopian on myself? I just aged myself, what? I'm just kidding, I'm literally only a senior. No one told me my necklace was coming forward. Y'all are so fake. Like, I can't. I'm recording this video and it is, what month is it? It's March. So this is technically for year 2027 to 2028 because the school year's ending and I'm about to graduate in like 2 months. So I'm freaking excited. I can't wait to get out, but you're stepping in and this is gonna be fantastic for you. I'm so excited for you. Tip number 1 is about grades. I know, I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Oh, your first year of high school, it's really just busy work. It's like a continuation of what you learned in 8th grade, especially for math, and I guess a little bit for English. But unless you want to be like valedictorian or you want to go to an Ivy League, you do not have to study every single night. Just don't fall behind, because how easy it is to do just busy work, because that's all it is, just busy work. It's really also easy to fall behind when you miss 1 or 2 assignments. It becomes 5 and it becomes 10, and then now you have a C, or no, sorry, now you have an E or F, I don't know. My curriculum doesn't do Fs, we do E's 50%, which is failing. Regardless, stay on top of your work. Do not fall behind in freshman year, because it is really hard if you fall behind. All you gotta do is do the busy work. I hate busy work now. It's so freaking annoying, but that's something you'll learn. Like, you'll learn your preferences when you get older. You really don't have to like get into the, like, if you really don't like what you're learning, you don't have to get into it. You don't have to be engaged. You just have to be engaged enough to get at least a C or a B for that class. You don't really need to like start learning and studying until sophomore year, because you need to start prepping for SATs and stuff like that. Other tip also, do your work in class. That's something that I'm not really struggling with, but I struggled with last year, is doing your work in class. Just because you have no homework in that class, and just because your teacher is like giving you another window to get it in, doesn't mean you should be sleeping or on your phone during that class period. Just get it done then, so you don't have to do it at home, so you can sleep and do whatever you want at home. Just get it. And this is for like, this isn't just for freshmen, this is for even seniors. Do it at that class. My classes are like an hour and 30 minutes. That is more than enough time to write, or someone's calling me. Anyways, like I was saying, that is more than enough time to get your work in, okay? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Tip number 2 are clubs. Not that type of club. What were you thinking? Get into as many clubs and activities and extracurriculars, whatever, sports, whatever, as you can get your little grubby hands on, okay? Even if, I don't care if you're interested in it, get in it, like, in it, sorry. Because when you are in your when you are in your junior and senior year, you're gonna wish that you did that many clubs, especially in your junior year, and you're gonna try to like take up all this extra stuff and all these clubs that you're supposed to be taking your last 2 years, but you didn't. So now you have a huge schedule, and in your junior year, you're not really supposed to have that many classes, at least in my curriculum. But yeah, all the clubs and all of this stuff, get it in now. Because also, it's a social thing. You can make friends, you can figure out what you like, what you dislike, and at the same time you are building your resume. Not really resume, it looks really good on your transcript, and it looks really good for scholarships as well. Tip number 3, which is social. It is really hard for like balancing your social life, especially if you're a really social person. Especially, I have a cough. No, I'm really red because I just had like a cough attack and my eyes are watering. I have to cough more. Hold on. I'm good. I forgot what I was talking about though. Oh gosh. Drama. I bring out the drama, mama. I bring drama. Okay, that's not. I promise you, in the next 2 years, that being junior, maybe even sophomore, depending on what high school you go to, but junior, senior, no one's gonna care about any of the drama. They're gonna worry about getting their GPA up so they can secure the future they want. But you're not gonna be worried about that
because you're going to do your classwork in class and you're going to get your work in on time.
Okay? All seriousness, drama is really hard to avoid. And that's something for a person who wasn't really, like, I didn't entertain drama, like, at all. Mostly because I was really shy and introverted. But it still found a way. I promise you, it will always find a way. But you can't control the input. What you can control is how you react. And I think I've reacted pretty well. Maybe. I wouldn't know. Friends come and go. You'll understand that. Not everyone is good for you. I had to learn that the hard way. Oh my gosh. I feel like it doesn't have to be a bad thing. People grow apart. This is an advice that I've heard from someone. I forgot what it was. I think it was probably someone on TikTok or something. Make friends off of your values and not just your interests. So for an example, if you have a friend and you guys really like Stray Kids and you guys just really like Stray Kids, that's your whole thing, you just talk about Stray Kids all the time. It's a K-pop group if anyone's, you know, not in that world. You guys talk about Stray Kids all the time, but this friend, they're always sleeping in, they never go to class, or their personality is just really bad, and it's just really pessimistic, you know? You, on the other hand, you're an optimist and you see the world in a whole different view. That friendship is eventually going to end because you guys do not value the same thing. That's why I try to make friends and relationships off of values instead of just interests. It's always nice to have something in common with someone else, but it's even nicer when you value the same thing. Okay, now let's get all of that out of the way. So boring, right? Now let's talk about like social events, which is the best part. You can go to all of your social events. You won't regret it, honestly. At least go to one football game, go to one pep rally, go to homecoming. Well, that's a dance, not the game. If you want to go to the game, go to the game too. It may not seem like it, but people really do. I'm not gonna say really like pep rallies or whatever, but when Spirit Week comes along, it's like the Olympics. You get extremely patriotic for some reason, you know? You're like, America! Even though we suck, you're just like, yeah! I don't know what that was. It just, I don't know, it's like an atmosphere. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna break my computer. Let's like put that over there. If I say get involved, you'll really love it. And have a cough attack again. That's great. Okay, all the tips are out of the way. This is just some advice now. When I talk about trends and like the outside world influencing your school, I know for me and my generation, or not generation, my class, it was Stanleys and blankets to school and Crocs and Uggs. If you can, try to find your own personality within that. I know it is really cool to go after the trends and everything like that, and I'm saying from personal experience, I absolutely have multiple Stanley Cups, and I did, ashamedly, I did bring a blanket to school once or twice. I was all in my freshman year, and I had to go through that to understand that's not the life I want, you know? You want to go through that just to know that that's not like who you are, that's not what you want to do. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I love a good trend, but some people have to really just go through things themselves to see, because if you just have a bunch of people telling you it's not going to end well, you're just going to want to do it more, you're going to want to experience it more. So go through it and see how it is. But if you're just like iffy about it, just opt out. Also, peer pressure. I never got, maybe because I had an older sister and we were like always around each other. She was 1 year above me, so I really didn't have that much peer pressure, especially with, you know, the substances that are used in high schools. I didn't see any use for any of that stuff, and that's nothing but privilege, you know? because we have the mindset where we know things are bad, and if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. We know things are bad, and we weren't really interested. I know for me, my sister, we were mostly interested in our futures than whatever's going on right now. And honestly, it kind of felt like a sitcom where we're just watching everyone and like not judging them, but you know, that sarcastic duo or whatever. But for people who don't have a sister or don't have friends around them to tell them no or this or that, I know it's really easy to fall into just like a trend, any peer pressure or anything like that. What I can say is trust your gut, and try to stay away from it, okay? I'm gonna wrap this video up with saying you're going to experience a lot, you're going to change a lot. Only ever do people become or are the same person they are from when they step foot into high school until they walk out of graduation. You're gonna change, you're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh, and it's gonna be hell. And I can't wait to graduate. See you on the other side.